Okay, and good morning. Welcome to the call this morning. We are going to have an amazing call. We are going to have Jasmine Pinson that is going to be this morning talking about inviting, and she's really good at that. As a matter of fact, she completed, I think, twice already the core three this time, and she completed last time too. I mean, you better listen to her. Very important. And now let's see. Okay, Jasmine, are you going to share slides? Yeah.
No, I'll just do some sharing from my phone. I have some photos I'll
Okay,
share.
perfect.
Put me
Okay,
on speaker for those of you who are on, then
okay. Let me put
I
you
haven't
as
done any slides.
okay. Let me put you as a co-host to make sure. All right. Okay, welcome everybody. Jasmine is your floor. Go ahead.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Thank you, George. Thank you to everyone who's on this call right now. Yeah, this is my first time doing a training, so I feel really fired up that I was actually asked because first of all, I feel humbled that, I'm part of this amazing group and all of you that I've met through different conventions and who I haven't met. But I just want to start with gratitude. I'm so grateful to be alive today, to be just here with all of you. And I see Lovey there. She is my sponsor. She's the one that introduced me to this business about 2 years ago when I was just praying for my health and for a solution for what I was going through. And the topic today is connecting and inviting, but I thought, I'd just share a little bit of what I share with people and why I chose three, or why I chose how God just allowed for this business to help me to be where I'm at today. And yeah, so about 2.5 years ago or 2 years ago, I started having symptoms of my lupus. I was diagnosed with lupus nephritis when I was 21. I was in the ICU for a week. I had a pulmonary embolism, a blood clot in my lung, and I was fighting for my life. I was leaking over 9 grams of protein from my kidneys. So when I would pee, it's just all foam. I was swelling. I had so many issues at the age of 21. I'm 47 now. I've been on a 25-year health journey, and three has been just a gift for me to be able to regain my health and to be where I'm at today. And I was in Malaysia and Singapore in April. I was in it's called International Yoga Sports Federation World Championships, and I've competed with USA Yoga for the past 6 years, and I placed in the top 10 the last 4 years. So just this year, I competed. I was able to travel. I hadn't traveled in 25 years, actually overseas.
There's something in your tooth.
Uh, there's someone selling out to me. I can't see myself because I'm looking at all of you. But anyway, yeah. So I've been on this health journey for like 25 years, and thankfully I was able to travel for the first time to a foreign country. I had a lot of anxiety going into it because I was very ill before. Um, so anyway, I'm now, like, I placed 11th in that competition. So I mean, I'll just share a quick photo of if you guys have me on screen on what do you call it? Speaker view. So this is me in Malaysia, and these are my postures I did on the stage. There's 6 postures done in 3 minutes. It's basically you get judged on proper execution, and anyway, it's just amazing what I can do now. This was just like a few weeks ago. So this is what I had been working on. This is called Chakrasana, or full wheel. And I was able to get my legs locked for the first time. So anyway, I'm still continuing to grow in my practice. And obviously this didn't happen overnight. When I first started my journey with my health, this is what I actually this is kind of like a before and after photo. So this is me at 21. when I was diagnosed with lupus. And I was put on high dose prednisone. So my cheeks, I had what's called moon face. Um, anyway, so now that this is my family. Now I have a 20-year-old son and a 13-year-old son, and my husband will be celebrating our 23-year anniversary in November by the grace of God. And so this is my why, my two boys actually. I was told that I shouldn't have children, that it would exacerbate my condition. I actually had to do injections in my stomach every day, just in order to even have the kids, because they said there's a lot of blood clots to the placenta for women with lupus. They have a lot of miscarriages. So my mom even calls them my miracle babies. They're miracle that they're here today. So each day is a gift for me to be able to have the body that I have. Even with just this past month, I've been running. Just telling George every morning. I'm able to go out running now, and with what conditions I had rheumatoid arthritis. I couldn't even walk or like move my fingers. I had so much anxiety. So anyway, that's why I want to start with gratitude. I thank Lovey for training me or for encouraging me and sharing the business with me over 2 years ago. And now I'm able to just have a life of health, a life of purpose, a life that I can give to other people. And I guess my goal today is to help you feel empowered and inspired and encouraged, and help you to believe in yourself that you can do something new, something bold, and something that can change your life. And that's why we come on these calls, right? Like just even yesterday, that was a life changer, game changer challenge to do the DMO challenge that Adrian trained us on, to print out our September to remember list. And I was like, okay, I have a mission today to reach out to 10 people, to present to prospects, follow up on people. Like it is exciting to be able to do this as a team, that we're not alone in trying to accomplish our goals. Um, yeah, so I mean, have you ever been discouraged? Have you ever feared failure or felt insecure about your path? Have you ever been told you weren't good enough, or compared yourself to someone else and thought you could never do what they do? Some people tell me that. I mean, I show them what I can do now, and they're like, "Wow, I'll never be able to do that." But if I shared, like I've had to learn, like it's possible. It's possible. Like if I can do it, you can do it. There's a possibility in things. Like I used to be so discouraged here. A failure is still like, in my head. Like, why would I get on a stage and do these things? Or why would I even do this business? Like my husband married me knowing that I couldn't even work. I was like, my dad, he actually he was proposing first to my dad, like I want to take your daughter's hand in marriage, and he told him, why would you want to marry her? She's sick, like, and doctors had told me not to have children, and like I was so down and out. Like, who would want to marry someone like me, And yeah, he did. He went through. He's like, I love your daughter. He told my dad, and so now 23 years later, I'm here, and you know, if I can do it, what I've been through, then I think all of you can do it. Um, so also, to be honest with you, I've never um really spoken in public before. Like speaking is not a talent of mine. So this is a new thing for me. So in this business, I guess we learned new skills, and that's what I'm learning, just like with yoga or with anything that we put our heart to. Like we uh it takes coaching, right? So I'm learning to be coached by Lovey, by Nilbert, by George. Every day I'm learning something new. And so I just wanted to even just yeah, so like George said, I've made core three or whatever. I mean, I've enrolled probably 90 people, and of the 90, there's like 13 that have enrolled other people. And, one of them, Rochelle, she actually enrolled like 23 people. And this is just a quick, I want to share some of the amazing people I've been able to meet along the way. And I call them divine appointments. I mean, you just don't know, like with this business, like who you're going to meet. And so she was my Lyft driver on the way to convention last year. And I just shared with her why I was there at convention, and she was like, I'm into health and wellness, and I invited her. She came, she brought her husband, and like I said, she's enrolled like 23 people. She's been an amazing partner for me. Also, there's someone on here named Dr. Diana, right there, Diana Galvan. That was a divine appointment through one of my food recovery program. So one of the things why I was actually diagnosed with lupus was I was bulimic through college. I didn't know how to take care of myself. The stress that I felt, I would just go to food. Um, I had, I've struggled with food for a long time. So I'm actually have been in a 12-step recovery program. So when our food recovery program, I met Dr. Diana. I find out we actually have attend the same church. We have an international church. And she's been just a gift to me, like sponsoring me. And she's a doctor to other doctors. She helps other doctors. She has a health business called Empower Med, MED, but it also stands for Empower Me. And then ED is for education. So she wants to educate people. And like, wow, amazing woman that I met through a different program. But we find out all these different amazing think we know the same people, like my um matron or maid of honor in my wedding, like she actually lived with her for a little while, and she has an amazing recovery story too. She's lost 160 pounds. She was like 300 pounds, and she came to an event that Levy and Nilbert and I did in Delano. She drove out 2 hours with her son, and I'm just so grateful for her. Like she gave so much credibility to our presentation that we did there in person. So let me show you a picture of that when we were all together. So here we are. There's Lovey, there's Nilbert, there's Dr. Diana, there's my mom, and her son, there's Dr. Diana's son. I'm just so grateful for her. I know she's going to be so successful and in this business as she wants to bring like her purpose of helping out empower people. Um, but yeah, I love this group. I love just being able um, to learn and connect with people. Just yesterday, like I said, I met some cool people yesterday as we were going through the day. Or I was in San Diego actually. I live in Palm Springs area in Rancho Mirage, and it's raining right now. I didn't know it would rain, but we were in San Diego over the weekend with my family. And so we went to this restaurant called Fogo de Chao, this like Brazilian restaurant. And our server, at that she was really friendly. And I invited her first to, because my son actually is in the campus ministry. He's an intern there. And he does worship, and he's an amazing leader. And I just invited her to church. But then I also had kind of on the side, invite her to view a presentation too. Um, anyway, the next day we went to uh, like a breakfast place, like a coffee shop with my family, and there's another family there. And I just started, talking with them. Like she's Japanese, and he was a former Army or Navy person. So I connected with them as well. I was at the gas station when I was in line at the bathroom. The lady was just talking to me about having to wait, and I'm like, well, where are you from? And she's like, La Quinta, which is here in the desert. And so, I mean, it was a quick conversation, like literally 1 minute. I go out with my little card and I give her my card. And I know, I said, I know we don't have a lot of time, but I'm from the desert. Here's my number if you want to give me a call. I have a health and wellness business that I do. And she's like, oh, I'd love to connect with you. So she actually like texted me 3 minutes later or 5 minutes later and said, I don't know a lot of people in the desert. I just moved there. And I'd love, do you go hiking? Like, so I just made a new friend, a possible potential business partner too, just from, the bathroom line yesterday, going to the gas station. Her name is Kathy Phillips. But yeah, so that just even the challenge that we've had to reach out to people made me like go through my phone, who do I need to follow up with? Who do I need to onboard, that just signed up from the event we did in Delano, it just sparked my motivation to go back and really reach out to people. There's someone like my son's roommate, his mom had told me a while back, oh yeah, I need health and wellness in my life. So I ended up following up with her and we set up an appointment for Wednesday in the morning. Another friend, popped up. She was actually number 2 in the world in the World Championships. We had talked a while back when we were in Malaysia, and I told her about the products. Like I had actually been giving out Revive to people because that's what really helped me not to have any cramping during my routine and other things. So she was like, yeah, follow up with me. And anyway, so we have just a follow-up catch-up time on Wednesday, no, today at 1 o'clock. So she's in the East Coast. But basically, as I go about my day, I just try to think of people that, I can connect with or that come to mind. And even there's Arlene is on here. She's one of my BAs, but she was actually in my wedding 23 years ago. Like she was one of my bridesmaids. She had known me when I was really ill. And she's like, I'm so excited that we get to catch up again and be, and do this business together. And she's been just so encouraging. And I think that's the one thing that I love about this business is that I get to reconnect with old friends, make new friends, and just see like the day unfold. I remember Kim Wee when she did a training and she's like, she held up, I wrapped this today, but it's like a gift. She's like, think of what you're doing is you're giving a gift to people. The gift of health, the gift of just a community that loves and cares for you, or a gift of life and purpose. And then even with I wrapped up the kinetic, like a gift of energy, a gift of health, your health. Like it's so amazing that we get to go about our day and give gifts. And actually, I say that because my love language, if you've read, here's a book, The 5 Love Languages. Well, this one's for kids, but I couldn't find my other book that's just the original, The 5 Love Languages. My love language is gifts. There's words of affirmation, there's quality time, there's physical touch. What's the other one? Did I say words of affirmation, acts of service? And so that's why I love this business because I get to use my love language, which is giving gifts to people. And that's what I feel like, what we're doing is being able to give love. Like, what is your language? How do you speak love? I know not everybody speaks the same language. So like being able to identify with people who are doing that. And then okay, I have these books here just for visuals, but this is the one I'm currently reading. It's actually on Audible too. It's John Maxwell's The 16 Undeniable Laws of Communication. And even this morning, what I was listening to, because we have that challenge to at least do 5 minutes of personal development, right, on our DMO list, was just collaboration and working with people is different than cooperation. But like how much better we are when we do things as a group, when we share our ideas, and that's why we come on these huddles or we go to events because like we sharpen each other and we help each other get better and we and the thing about the communication thing that I'm learning is just to do it. Like today is like my first time speaking to all of you. It's like, okay, I'm just going to do it and face my fears of failure or fears of I'm not going to say the right thing, and just allow for this experience, whatever I'm going to learn, I'm going to learn and be able to. I'd love to hear from from you guys too. I would love for this to be interactive. Obviously, it's on Zoom, but yeah, I think that's the main thing that I want to share with all of you. I know we have like 8 more minutes, but I'd love to just hear back from some of you, maybe if you have questions or um, any feedback for me, what you take away from what I've shared. Um, but yeah, anyway, I guess what I want to what last thing is as we close is to remind you that, I want this day for me to be able to help you feel valued, to feel capable, to feel that you don't have to have it all together to get started, that you were created for more, that you can step into a new chapter if you're feeling discouraged, like this can be the day that things change for you and find whatever, you want to do. If this is your accountability to do the September to remember, like partner up with somebody. If you don't have your sponsor supporting you or somebody, maybe you can, um, like all of you, can collaborate with each other who's on here because everyone who's on here wants to do this business. But it's amazing. Like I remember another thing that Kim Wee had said at the conference, the convention last year. She says that when you enter this business, you actually enter into a magical world. And I love that. It's like it is like every day I don't know who I'm gonna get a call from, who I'm gonna be able to connect with. Like it's become really just a gift for me to be able to meet so many people. And yeah, and I just, I care for all of you. And I appreciate your time listening to me. And hopefully, if you want to connect with me, I'm trying to get better right now. Lovey's trying to train me on social media because I'm not that great at it. But I'm on there as Yoga Mama 3000 right now. And I use that because my son actually, I don't know if you watched the Iron Man, but his daughter said, I love you 3000. And my son actually wrote me a little note one time that says, I love you 3000. And that's why I'm Yoga Mama 3000 on my Instagram. But so you can connect with me there or, yeah, give me a call. I'd love to hear back from you. Thank you for letting me share. I'm Jasmine.
Thank you. We have several people that have questions or comments. Lovey will be first. Lovey, are you there? Oh yeah. Hi.
Hi, George. Good morning, everybody. Well, first and foremost, Jasmine, thank you for sharing your story. It's always so inspiring and encouraging. It truly, truly gives me hope in so many ways. And I'm just super grateful to always hear it. I never get tired of hearing it. One of the things I would really love for you to share, if you don't mind, if you could please just share an example, because I'm always blown away by how she does it. She does it so fast. But just share an example of how you usually invite people to a presentation or even check out your business.
Yeah, so it depends on who it is. Like I said yesterday, I was just, there was a family there and we're like, um, it's like, hi, have you been here for a while? Like, what's your name? They had a little 18-month-old daughter. So we just do a little small talk. And I'm like, I have well, I have a health and wellness business that I do. Um, would you be open to take a look? And they can actually, they can say, yes, sure. And so, yeah, give me a call. I usually get their phone number. And then I go from there, like whether they respond to me or not, you know. And like I said, that woman from yesterday that was just in the bathroom with me, or on in line for the bathroom, it was a quick thing, and I luckily had my card. I just when I walked out, I just gave her my card, and she just said that she just texted me like right after she got in the car, you know. And then sometimes, I do send texts because now we have this challenge. There's no way I can make all the phone calls like individually anymore, like to try to meet these goals. So if I can just even follow up after I say the text, but to make a phone call. And for those of you who don't know, I mean, I shared, I'm in a 12-step program for my food addiction. So one of the tools of recovery was making 3 phone calls a day. And it's been about almost 9 years I've been in this program. And in the beginning, I'm like, I don't want to make a phone call. Like, who wants to hear from me? Or I'm bothering people. But now I've like kind of allowed myself to make the phone calls and just ask people, how are you? And go in with that intention. Even yesterday, I asked Nilber, how do I reach out to this kind of person? He's a motivational speaker, a coach. I'm really intimidated by him, but he's part of my church. His son played basketball with my son, so he talked me through how to ask him. So it's just really, when we're stumped, I think we can just ask, can you help me figure out how to talk to this kind of person? Does that help? Did I answer it? Yes. Okay.
Thank you. Irene, yes, next.
Yes. Hi, good morning. Thank you so much for sharing your story, Jasmine. I've been in, I'm sorry, less than a year, and since I've met you, I think almost at the beginning when I started, I have watched you grow, your mindset, your confidence level. I'm just so proud of you because since the time I met you to today, I see how much you've grown, and I just want to let you know that you're an amazing woman, and for all the challenges that you have been through since you were young, that's a lot. That's a lot to go through. So you've touched my heart, and I'm sure that you've touched everybody else's heart too with your story. And I just want to share with you that I am so extremely proud of you and your growth.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Irene. That's so special. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Dr. Galvan, I think. Yep. Next one.
Hi, good morning, everyone. It's such a pleasure and honor to be in this group as well. I am so inspired by Jasmine's story. I know her, we met, and but today just it got me to understand a little bit deeper about her. And I just wanted to say, it takes courage to meet people who you do not even know, or just the cold contact. And I calculated, I think it's only 2 sentences that she asked of people, and she did it for me. And I said, yeah, of course, I would love to. And I hopped on, and super blessed. I had no idea what I was getting myself into, but I just really appreciate her enthusiasm and also the courage to be able to share this program and just not even know that there are people who are waiting to hear about this product. So thank you so much for your heart and for your courage to come on and train us. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Dr.
you.
Diana. Oh, one more thing I wanted to add too was, when I go to events, like I do a lot of events, whether it's for my yoga, my church, my like the groups, Filipino group, whatever it is. I One thing I learned too, being in my food recovery program, I don't go there for the food. I usually pack my food or I don't eat. I'm there. Okay, I'm there to connect. I'm there. I have to change my focus. And I actually have become like the official photographer for my husband's family gatherings, holidays, my family, the Turk side, so I'm always the one doing photos and just capturing the moment and being with people. And so, I come in with like, okay, how can I serve today? Like, what can I do? Because I'm not going to focus on, just the food or whatever. Like, I have to focus on how I can give. So then I take photos, and then even when I meet people, I'm like, oh, can I take your photo for this thing? And so I can remember who they are. But yeah, Caroline and Jessica, is it?
Good morning. Caroline, you're muted.
I'm so inspired by her, I forget how to do anything anymore. So, Jasmine, I have to say, well, first off, you're a beautiful soul. I have never met you, but I feel like I know you now. And I really would love to learn more about that 12-step program. So maybe we can communicate later on. And like today I got up and took pictures of caramel corn that I made and some steaks that I made, but I didn't eat them. But I felt I needed to do something to get me. But listening to you really motivates, and I think it motivated everybody on this platform. I really would like to know you. And I see you got your number up there. Thank you. And let's communicate.
Thank you, Caroline.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Jasmine. This was amazing. I actually have a specific opportunity. I work at a school We're off today. Magically, we're off today. So I get to hear you, Jasmine, today. I'm going to be sharing samples of kinetic with each of the teachers at the school. They take a Friday cart around, and the PTO gives each teacher, they can pick from the cart something they want. Maybe it's food, maybe it's a snack, a drink, things like that. So they always have sodas and junk food on the cart. But I love how you had the presentation of the kinetic. Just that wrapping, sharing that gift, right? Just something to like catch their eye. Like, what is this, right? It's not just a box sitting there. So I was going to give them samples of it. And so I was trying to think of like, what would be a good presentation of that. So today your bow on it just made it even like jazzed it up even more, right? So if you have any ideas, or, I just feel like you're so eloquent in how you're asking people to take a look, you're, just that conversation with them. If you have any ideas on, like, I necessarily won't be with them when they're sampling it, but I will have, my information sitting there. So if they want, more information, but how would you approach them after they sample?
Yeah, so I love doing raffles. So if you want to do little raffle tickets, so you can, maybe put together 3 samples of like gifts of the kinetic, or raffle off one, whatever you can afford, or, then you can follow up with them because they have their number. And actually with my son, I've actually enrolled like, I think 3 of his friends' moms, and I'm like, okay, actually I should give you the product introductory bonus for my son, because he's enrolling people from his school, and one of his teachers had enrolled, just as I go about and I talk with them, or, um, but yeah, even at the yoga studio, I used to just always wait for people to say hi to me, to give me a hug. I'm like, hey, can I give you a hug? I actually am initiating now, to be like the first to just compliment, like, how are you today? Or, can I give you a hug? Like, just be more like proactive, right? And not like waiting for people to call me, waiting for people to give me a smile. This is through the training that we have here. Even Dr. Diana's like, smile. She'll remind me to smile even when I don't feel like it, and yeah, so it's just be friendly, and the conversations will start happening and friendships will start forming, because people are looking for a community, and people just to hear a word of encouragement. Yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jasmine.
Thank you. Maylin, I mean, go ahead.
Thank you, George.
Hi.
Jasmine, I just want to say, I know we're all inspired, but I really just wanted to say personally how inspiring you are for me personally. And it's like you are so courageous, and just in light of what you've been through, and you have just like committed yourself to putting yourself out there and meeting new people all the time, and you have that deep spiritual foundation and your authenticity, and you bring that into the business, and that's what I love so much about you. You're just like so authentic, and I can see how so many people would want to work with you. So just keep doing what you're doing. I've enjoyed watching you grow. You have been such an inspiration to me, and it actually goes beyond that, because it's really motivated me to like move forward as well, and be more courageous around putting myself out there. So thank you.
Thank you, Mei Ling. I love you.
I love you too.
Thank you very much. Yeah, Jasmine, you did an amazing job, and it's an inspiration, your journey, for people that sometimes we have excuses. Oh, my pinky is hurting, or something like that, and they don't do the things that they're supposed to do to improve themselves. And you have gone through an incredible journey, and I've seen your growth also, and that's something that is very impressive. And by the way, something else is cool. You are doing the business the traditional way. You are connecting with people, and that's very important. Sometimes we forget about the human connection. Wherever you go, like you said, you talk to people, you are hugging people, you are looking for conversation, opening conversation. And I hope, guys, that you are taking notes, because that's a great way to connect new people. Because yeah, we have social media is amazing because it's a way to get out of your area. But when you are out there, it's so important to connect with other people, because people right now, and it's been like that, but since after COVID, they want to have again that human connection. They want to talk to people, and you have to be really intentional that, yeah, you want to share a gift or something with that person when you are talking to that person. It's not only just to say hi, bye bye, goodbye. No, it's just to have an intention that you are going to make a difference in other people. But that's amazing. Anything else that you want to share before we go, Jasmine?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, like this has been, like I said, a learning journey for me. If it wasn't for Lovey and Nilbert encouraging me, I mean, it was Lovey kept calling me and she'd be like, "Oh, let's do your business launch," for months. And I'm like, I'm not the example of health and wellness right now. Like, I haven't felt the effects of the product. It took me like 6 months or whatever before they're like, "Okay, well, we'll drive to the desert." And then I'm like, okay, like we'll do a launch for you there, like in person. And that's a 2.5 hour drive for them. And so they're driving out, and I'm like, oh, I better start inviting people because I don't want their time to be wasted too. So I had 20, I called so many people. I had 25 people RSVP, and only 3 showed up. One person ordered like one product, but then she said it helped her, with her bloating and stuff. And she's a mom of young kids. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe that made a difference. The other person, it wasn't until a year later that he was like signed on as a founder. He's like, I'm here to support you. I just wanted to finish all the other things I was on first. The other person never signed up. But anyway, it got the ball rolling. And, I could be discouraged, like I said, because I still, even the event we did in person for my mom in Delano, we had, I mean, like we drove out 5.5 hours, Lovey, Nilbert, and I, and Dr. Diana, for this in-person event. And I had like asked my mom, like, we're driving out there. We better have a lot of people. Let's go for like 100. Let's find. So we had 44 commitments, 23 showed up. I don't know how many signed up that day, but yeah, so it's just like, it's not like we get 100% of the effort, right? We just get that little bit, but it's like, it's a learning experience where we learned a lot from that too. And like I said, just even being with Dr. Diana, and her son caught the fire. Her son, 11-year-old son, was like there, oh, I want to work the business. And he started texting his friends, getting the appointments with them. And I'm like, hey, your son's going to work your business. So that was like really just an encouragement for me, just to see that. And then, like to hear people's health journeys. And every day I get a call, or like, I'm doing better, my labs are better, or like, like, wow, that's amazing. I can help somebody to better health. Like it's true. Like it's really happening. And it's not, it's something tangible that I can share. And I feel, because people would tell me before, oh, I feel ill, or I have this issue. I'd be like, okay, I'll just pray for you. And that's all I could do. I had no solution. But now with 3, we have a solution. We have a way to help people to better health. Like I'm a testimony of that, because like I said, just before the products, even though I was like eating well, my body was not, balanced, and could not do what I can do today. So yeah, thank you for letting me share.
Amazing. Thank you very much. And by the way, for those of you that want to meet Jasmine, make sure, by the way, you are in Las Vegas. Las Vegas event.
Yes. Dr. Diana's going to be there too. And then we have someone named Ken. Well, he signed someone on too. We have a team going there, so I'm excited.
Yes. It's going to be an amazing event. It's the first leadership of this kind of event that we're doing in the company. This is going to be at least twice a year that we are going to do something like that in different areas of the country. Make sure you're there, because we are in a row right now, the company, and we are in the first stages of momentum, before momentum. We saw that at convention, and this is the next step. Make sure you're there. But anyway, anybody else wants to add something before we go?
I have a quick question. How long are people staying in Las Vegas? I know they suggested we fly out on the 25th.
I know some people are leaving Saturday night, but we are staying a little longer.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't have location.
It depends on you. Yeah.
And there's no location yet. Is that right?
Yeah, there's location. Actually, was announced already. It's at the what's called the JW Marriott in the Summerlin area. in Las Vegas.
Thank you.
Yeah, we are gonna. I thought it was posted already. If not, I'm gonna post it on Facebook, and you can make sure there's a code to register in the Hotel JW Marriott. There are other hotels around in the same area, but anyway, it's gonna be an amazing event. And by the way, that JW Marriott is very nice. I have been there before. It's a very nice hotel, and the area is very nice. It's a very nice. It's probably like 25 or 30 minutes from the airport, in case you want to
Thank you,
time
George.
everything. Okay, anybody else? All right, thank you very much, everybody. This is recorded, like I said. Make sure you are registered for that event at the end of September. We talk later. Thank you very much, everybody. Have an amazing day.
Thank you. Have a great day.
And great job, Jasmine, again. See ya.